Thank you for tuning in to this weekend update. Andreas from Simply Explained here. And in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the stocks that I mentioned earlier on this channel and that I've actually bought myself. So, the content of this video will be a quick update on Magnite Inc. and on Aphria. But don't worry, I will continue to talk about different investment opportunities as well, because this is a great opportunity for you to come into contact with new and different companies that you never heard about before maybe, and that you might consider investing in, and to hear some reasoning behind why and why not that is a good idea. Alright, let's start with the first stock, Magnite Inc. So this is the one that I have on my pension account, and it is something that I bought a bit of on my regular fund and stock depot as well. So what has happened there? Well, analysts have started to take notice of the stock and recognizing its potential for future growth and good performance. And what happens then is that the research department of the investment bank, they make a report and they send it out to their clients that pay for this. So a lot of bigger investors will get to know more about the stock and consider it for a buy. And these kinds of things tend to drive stock price up. A lot of new buyers, supply and demand, the classic equation, drive stock price up. So that's what we have been seeing here in the previous weeks. And I believe that the stock still has potential to go higher, but it's going very fast there right now. I hope to see it go sideways a bit so that I can continue to buy in on a good price, because I believe that in the long run this stock will go a lot higher. So I hope to be able to buy more from my working wage. Okay, let's move on to the second stock, Aphria, the cannabis company. So, what has happened there? Well, we can see on the demand and supply equation that a lot of retail investors are coming in, driving demand. And this is due to political reasons. People are talking about federal legalization in the United States and the Mexican market as well. And just here recently, the United Nations removed it from a dangerous substance list. So a bit more lenient views on cannabis from society in general and some legalization talks. Where have we seen this before? The Canadian market, right? Remember back then when it was a big hype, everybody talked about the legalization and the whole sector was super hot and going through the roof. Now, of course I'm happy that the stock price has gone from $6 back in August to a bit over $10 when making this video. Of course, I think that's great, I think it's terrific. And I also think it will continue to go up, but I think it's going a bit fast. Right? I don't mean to be a bear. I'm still bullish on the stock. And I won't sell any. But just remember what happened last time in legalization. Stock prices went up, and then once legalized in Canada, the market expectations didn't come to fruition. And the sector went down. Why? Well, only a few places actually sold, and there was still a lot of red tape and bureaucracy around it, and production didn't catch up. Now, I don't believe that we will see the same production issue again this time around, because those companies involved in the sector, at least the Canadian companies, they have already ramped up and they can continue to ramp up if they wish so, but they're much more flexible now than back then. But what will be the same this time around is the red tape. the bureaucracy. It's not going to be a magic swish of a wand and suddenly, cannabis is going to be available at the 7-Eleven. It's not going to happen. It's going to be a few retail places that are allowed to sell, and it's going to be heavily regulated, and it's going to be slow in the beginning. And markets will react negatively to this and price will go down a bit. But in the long run, I still believe in this sector. I believe that there's a lot of money to be made, and I will hold and see, and hopefully it's gonna continue to make me a lot of money. Thank you for tuning into this video. Invest safely, and I hope you make a lot of money.